It's such a crucial time for students right now, and a strike threat could leave Oakland families scrambling at a critical time. We hear from the people who are just caught in the middle of it all. And the fears are rising. Oakland teachers now are wondering what they're going to do. And here's what we know right now. Members of the Oakland Education Association are wrapping up a vote on whether to authorize a strike. The union is expected to announce the results tomorrow evening. Now, if approved, a strike could happen as early as Monday. We're talking May 1st. The district has called on state officials to block that effort and declare a strike illegal because the two sides are still talking. Now, Oakland families are feeling caught in the middle of all of this, and some parents are actually pushing back. As John Ramos reports, many want to support the teachers, but they're worried that students will once again end up paying the price.
The teachers are demanding more money than the district is willing to give them, and so they're deciding whether or not to strike over it. But it is the students and parents that are being held as pawns in this game of chess. If the strike happens, students at Oakland Tech High School will feel the effects. They say they were told today they should turn in all their work by Friday because that may determine their final grade if the strike shuts down the school.
Right now I'm doing my final project, and I don't know how that's going to work out because we only have like a week if it does happen, and I don't know what my grade is going to be if I don't finish it.
And they say it's the uncertainty that is creating a lot of extra stress.
We took like 20 minutes just talking about the strike. And then if there wasn't a strike, like, what is all the worrying for?
I guess the main thing I'm just worried about is like how it's gonna affect the students, because I feel like it's a lot of like talking about like the teachers and stuff.
And while there may be concerns about what a strike would do, most students said they were sympathetic to the teachers' plight. That's a feeling shared by parent Marcus Mitchell.
It will actually be a huge impact, right? But how else will change take place? Sometimes you have to make things hurt in order to be heard.
There is general agreement that teachers are not paid enough. But at the offices of the Oakland Reach, a parent advocacy group, founder Lakeisha Young says while she supports better salaries for educators, it should not be at the expense of the students.
Now we're being asked to sign on to an action that is disruptive to our children, just in sort of support of teachers. And it's like, no, we can support teachers and not support a teacher strike. It's what's been put on the table. And maybe we need to create a new playbook around this because this has become excessive.
Another Reach member, Lupe Conchola, says a lot of parents will be hard-pressed to find a place for their children if the schools close. She says in the past, she always supported the teachers' work actions, but not this time.
We just thought we were doing the right thing by supporting our teachers because we love our teachers. We believe they're here to support us and help us learn.
But you don't feel that way now?
Not with the strike at the moment, no.
There is no telling if a strike will happen or whether the threat of one is simply part of a bargaining strategy. But recent history says the union is not shy about hitting the pavement, and that's leaving the remainder of this school year very much in doubt.
All right, let's zero in on a little more of the sticking points. The union has demanded an initial 23% raise, so they're also asking for more school counselors and social workers and smaller class sizes. The district has proposed a 22% raise next year with a one-time $3,000 in back pay, but union officials are saying that only applies to tenured teachers and not other staff. Now, OUSD says its proposed package, quote, would mean teachers in Oakland will, for the first time in decades, be paid higher than the average salary for educators in our region. So all of this comes as Oakland Unified is struggling with its finances and declining enrollment. The district's saying there's simply not enough money to cover all of the union's demands. So the two sides are still negotiating. They have not declared an impasse, which would require mediation before a strike can be declared. The union is following the lead of teachers in Los Angeles who filed a complaint of unfair labor practices before calling a three-day strike. That allowed them to skip several steps in the bargaining process, and we will certainly stay on top of all of this.